ecosystem as opposed to an individual or certain species is really incredible for us to be able to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, For those of you sitting in the first 15 rows, you are in the soak zone. There's a good chance that during our experience today, you'll be getting very, very wet. If you want to avoid being soaked with ice cold salt water, you might want to move to higher and drier ground.
They come from adversity and challenge. They come from farmhouses and high-rises. They're people like you and me, doing things you could never imagine. To those who dedicate their lives to protecting ours, we send our thanks and offer complimentary admission to any Busch Gardens or SeaWorld Park.
Hello everyone, my name is Cassandra, and on behalf of all of us here at SeaWorld, I would like to take this moment to show our support to the men and women of the armed forces and our first responders. We proudly welcome you and your families, and at this time, we ask that any past or present members of the United States military, any of our allies from around the world, and all first responders to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in honoring these men, women, and their families. Orca Encounter will begin in just a few moments, but first we'd like to present a short film that might help you better understand the Orca Orca and its place in the world we all share.
The ocean covers over 70% of the Earth's surface and is essential to all life, both in the sea and on land. There's one animal that is the perfect ambassador for the ocean, and that's the Orca, or killer whale. In just a few minutes, you'll meet SeaWorld's killer whales. First though, let's find out more about these remarkable animals. Orca, or the killer whale, is the most widely distributed mammal on Earth. They can be found throughout the ocean, all around the world, including in the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Southern, the Indian, and the Pacific Oceans. No other single marine species lives in as many different ocean habitats or is as directly reliant on as many different types of marine life as the killer whale. More than any other marine animal, the Orca is the very embodiment of our shared global ocean. Until about 2 decades ago, scientists didn't know that there were actually several different varieties or ecotypes of killer whales. With effort and observation, however, we discovered that there are actually 10 distinct ecotypes, each differing in size, behavior, diet, lifestyle, and appearance. A striking characteristic of the orca is their black and white skin. This camouflage is called disruptive coloration. In a murky environment, this coloration can make them difficult to detect. Killer whales are counter-shaded. Their top surface is darker than their surface underneath. From below, looking up, they blend in with the light from above. From above, looking down, they're invisible against the darkness. Killer whales are warm-blooded and breathe air just like we do. Killer whales are the largest members of the Delphinidae, or dolphin family. As you can see, they have impressive physical characteristics. Orcas have keen eyesight, both above and below the water. The dorsal fin of an adult male can be up to 6 feet in length. The powerful pectoral flippers and tail flick can propel them through the water at a high rate of speed with great maneuverability. Their top speed is nearly 30 miles per hour. Killer whales use echolocation to hunt, communication is also accomplished through tail slaps, breaching, and vocalizations. You'll experience a variety of natural killer whale behaviors during Orca encounters today. We ask our whales to replicate natural behaviors such as breaching, spy hopping, and tail slaps. While awe-inspiring and entertaining for our guests, these behaviors are also essential to maintaining the health and well-being of the killer whales in our care. Much remains to be understood regarding the Orca's Orca. One thing we do know, however, is that across the globe, they face real challenges as the general health of prey populations and habitats on which killer whales depend suffer due to changes in the environment. In just a few moments, you'll encounter SeaWorld's killer whales and learn even more about these fascinating animals. As the most widely distributed mammal on Earth, the killer whale is uniquely positioned to represent the beauty, power, and fragility of the ocean.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kenzie, and on behalf of the entire killer whale training team, I would like to welcome you to Orca Stadium. Being a part of SeaWorld's mission is more than just a job. We're proud of what we do, and it's a privilege for us to care for, build relationships with, teach, and learn from these amazing animals. Now, more than ever, we are honored to share our relationships with the whales and what we have learned with all of you. And now, SeaWorld proudly presents Orca Encounter!
Our world has one interconnected ocean. A vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
You hear the waves rolling in.
engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations all over the world, and we're excited to share their story with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that and more. These behaviors contribute to an environment that is full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Today, you'll see the whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors strengthen social bonds and enable the whales to problem solve as a group. Working together as a team makes them the ocean's top predator. Scientifically known as Orca, but commonly referred to as killer whales, here at SeaWorld we know them as Katina, Nalani, Malia, Trua, and Makayo, our killer whale family. Makayo is our youngest whale at just 14 years old, and our oldest whale is Makayo's mother, Katina, who is also the matriarch or leader of our pod. SeaWorld's animal training techniques create a language between us and the whales. It's a language of learning through positive reinforcement, encouragement, commitment, and care. Through these techniques and our relationships, the whales learn to trust us. They even learn to take an active role in their very own health and well-being. Now, one of the very first things we train our whales to do is a husbandry or healthcare behavior in which we would ask them for a voluntary blood sample. As you can see, we ask Makayo to roll over ventrally or upside down and present us with his tail flukes. In this posture, we have a great look at his entire body, but we also have access to blood vessels that are very easily seen on the white undersides of those tail flukes. Our veterinarians will come in at least once a month to collect the blood sample, and the whales are trained to remain calm and relaxed throughout the entire thing. Now, us as trainers, you may also notice us giving the whales rub downs or massages, whether that's on their backs, their pectoral flippers, or even those tail flukes. The whales have very sensitive skin, and this is just one way we can reinforce them for remaining calm during a procedure just like that. But blood samples are just one important diagnostic that we do. Another one is weighing our whales. In order to weigh a whale, we will ask them to slide their bodies up and out of the water onto a giant killer whale-sized scale. In just a moment, when Trua comes out of the water right here, you're going to notice the portion of his body from his dorsal fin all the way down to his tail flukes is still in the water. That part of his body is called the peduncle. It's the powerhouse of the whale and allows them all the natural ability to swim, turn, exit, and re-enter the water. But in this scenario, if he was on a scale with that peduncle still in the water, we're not getting an accurate weight on him. So we solved that problem by asking Trua to lift his tail up and out of the water. Just like that. Training this posture enables us to ensure accuracy, so we know that our younger whales are growing properly and our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
So we just learned that killer whales love to play, and they actually learn a lot by playing, and their mimicry and observational learning. So we're going to put that to the test today with everybody over here on the left side of the stadium and our killer whale family. So all right, left side, everybody on your feet. We're all going to play a game of killer whale follow the leader. You guys are going to be the leaders, and Makayo is going to be watching escape the scene. As you can see, Micaiah was paying very close attention to you all. Killer whales are very curious animals and will often spy off or jump completely out of the water to get a better look around. Micaiah is going to show us this over at center stage, so when you see him, let's give him a great big cheer.
Killer whales are impressive animals. It's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right?
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animals in the ocean. Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make. We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassadors of the oceans.
But still longer.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired. The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming. But together, we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore. The killer whale story is still being written, and there are simple things we all can do to make a difference. All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can flow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
It's a brand new day. Open up the world. Stop along the way. Every different creature, beautiful, unique. Just counting the treasure of our diversity. From the highest high to the deepest deep, so much mystery. We are